What is going on, Leafs Nation? There is trouble in paradise in the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Everyone's blaming each other. I don't get it.
Everybody. Starts with the head coach, the
Yeah.
goaltending. There's a lot of problems. Berube can't find a line mate to play with Austin Matthews or Matthew Nyes. They're cycling through that. Stolarz is getting run over. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on in the Toronto Maple Leafs right now. Welcome back to Hockey Talks. I'm Carl. That is Dave.
Hello.
Yeah, let's start.
Let's start with Berube.
Let's start with the whole Berube thing.
Yeah. So what did Berube say?
Berube, let's see. He is frustrated. He is tired of the lack of offense that Austin Matthews, Nyes, and whatever teammate that they have, winger,
That's a tongue
that they have
twister.
beside him at the moment, as Berube can't find a suitable winger to play beside those two.
I mean, they're 7 games in. Why can't they get this stuff figured out?
See, the thing is,
That's sarcasm.
why are they cycling through so many wingers
In
right
7
now?
games.
In 7 games. Yes,
I'm
it's only
curious-
7 games down.
I'm curious to see actually what you guys think. Do you guys think they should try out one winger every game, or maybe keep them for a few games? Because I'm one, like my own opinion is that they should probably try and find something that can work for 3 games. At least let them get some chemistry built up.
Mm-hmm.
Is one game really enough for these players to kind of find each other like that? I don't know.
That's what I thought too. Like, I mean, you cycle through all these wingers right now, right? And you try so many different people into that spot.
Yeah.
Well, you're never going to build any chemistry if you don't let them actually play together for a while, right? Sure, one game is not going to solve anything. You got to get used to playing with each other. Like, sure, with Nylander, right?
Sorry, that sounded weird.
We're gonna. They have Nylander to start with it, right? They
Yeah.
tried him first, and the chemistry wasn't there. You'd think that they would have built, but I guess Nylander's usually played on the second line
Yeah.
with Tavares.
He's
right?
usually like a lone wolf too. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
you know?
he is.
He
That's
just
a very
does
good
his
way to
own
put that.
his own thing. He always he generates. Let him do his own thing.
Yeah,
I can't see him on a line with those other two.
yeah.
But cycling through like that and then going to an interview and actually saying flat out to everybody in the world that he's frustrated with his forwards. It's
Yeah.
just, I mean, I get a lot of people in Leafs Nation kind of thing, right, are frustrated. And they have every right to be, but at the same time, they have to realize they're missing a huge part of the team that they've played with for, like a decade or something?
Yeah.
So when you have that missing, it's going to take time for them to build new chemistry with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you going to lose some games? Absolutely. Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like we said before, they haven't really gotten anybody to fill Marner's role that he played in there. He scored over 100 points in the last few seasons. Like, you can't just go and get rid of him and expect that somebody else is gonna fill in that shoes and get 100 points like he did last year or the year before, right? It's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
But they do not have anybody in place at the moment that can fill that void. And then
It takes time for people to come up
Yeah.
out of the woodwork, right?
exactly.
Show their.
And you
show
have to
their name.
let them play together, right? Like how Marner's and Matthews played together. Marner and Matthews played together, right? They have a lot of chemistry together. And to take that away and just add somebody else in that line, it's not going to happen right away. It's just not. So, cycling through all these wingers right away and just one game after another, it seems like. Like, I think he's on his, 5th or 6th winger now since in the 7 games.
Yeah.
Like, you got to stick to somebody and let them work through it a little bit.
And it makes you think, well, how come these forwards, maybe they have, but how come they're not going through the interviews and saying, oh man, what a crappy coach we have? You know what I mean? Who
Well,
can't figure it out.
You know
It's
what?
just-
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. Why make it so public? If it's a
Why-
team thing.
Yeah.
And it's like the same with Stolarz. He's going and he's shooting out saying that it's everybody else's fault that he's getting run over and stuff. And I mean, sure, it could be everybody else's fault, but keep it as an internal thing. Why do you got to go and bring them down in an interview?
Make it public, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that just adds more frustration to your team. And, when you got other guys blaming other guys for certain things, and, that just leads to more problems down the line, right? And, I get it. Stolarz, if you go to the Stolarz thing, it's he's getting run over almost every game now, right? Almost
But it's
every
because
game.
he reacts.
He does. He reacts like he shouldn't react so much.
Yeah.
It's like when he slashed the guy's legs last year
Yeah.
after he got hit, right? Like stuff like that is going to make people want to do that more because they can get under your skin that way.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's proven that you touch him a little bit and you will get under his skin. And then what happens? Yeah, he lets in a bunch of goals.
So it makes you think, is this really like is it a downfall of the Leafs or is it like almost like a rebuilding? Because, in order for all these teams to go far and get a team kind of built together and all that stuff, you got to go through your amount of like turmoil, right?
Yeah.
Is this just a temporary personally, I think it's a temporary setback for the Leafs. I think everybody's getting ahead of it a little bit too much.
Yeah.
People are getting emotional. I don't know, like because of fans or maybe it's because of other reasons, but let's be real. It's been 7 games, right? 7
That's
games.
it.
They're at 3 wins. They're not obviously at the top like the Detroit Red Wings. Those guys are killing it lately. I don't know how and why.
They're playing really well.
Yeah, there's
really
6
well.
wins or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is like it hasn't even been 10% of the season yet.
Yeah. Yeah. We're very, very early in the season and they are already freaking out.
Yeah. And it's not like they don't have any wins.
No, they have 3
Yeah.
wins, right?
Yeah.
3 wins, 3 losses, and 1 overtime loss.
Yeah.
So, in reality, yeah, okay, they're not where they were last year or the year before, but very early in the season,
how
and
far
there's
is that
already that much turmoil in
Yeah.
the Leafs locker room, right? Between the head coach, the goaltending, the scoring from the top line, which they have a player absent and they don't have anybody to fill in there yet. So there's a lot of stuff that they got to figure out. But once again, it's very early into the season.
And it takes longer than 7. Like, here's where I lie, right? Like, getting rid of Marner, okay, sure. It's a decision that was made.
Yeah.
Now, everybody else on the team is going to have a bit more room, and they have to have the personal growth that they're going to have to hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That personal growth doesn't come within the preseason and then 7 games. The personal
Yeah.
growth comes at, like, game 40,
Yeah.
right? That's when you start seeing these guys come up. But if you start making it a toxic place for everybody to be in, who's going to want to, like... Once the toxic piece is in the picture, it's very hard to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Right? So now you have goaltending issues with the fact that people are running the net and nobody's there to defend them, and you have forward issues and the fact that nobody scores. It's like, well, what exactly is going to happen? Personally, I think Stolarz has to just chill.
Yeah, I
has
agree.
to chill.
Yeah.
Stop showing your emotion. Like it's the Streisand effect, right? You're feeding into it. And for our forwards, play them with a winger more than just a game.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. For the Stolarz thing, I think I don't blame him. He's getting run over hard, like almost every single game, right? He should he have come out publicly like that? I don't think so. I really, really do not think so. I think that should have been kept internally and then deal with it.
But like
with
little
their
Muffin.
team. But
Muffin.
also,
he's getting
yes.
run over. Poor baby.
He has,
Dude.
he has shown that he gets bumped a little bit and he goes and splashes with somebody and he shows his anger. He turns very quickly. He's got to learn to control that. Control that big time. He can't let any little bump get under his skin.
Yeah.
Right? Because people see that. Obviously, everybody else sees that and they can do that. And
You're exposing your weakness.
You're
man,
exposing
you know?
your weakness and then he lets in goals.
Yeah.
Right? So it has to start with him. Right? It has to start with him. Yes, it sucks getting run over. Yes, they could do a better job of making sure that doesn't happen. But you can't let people push you over so much all the time. Every little thing, get up, don't complain about it. Don't get very angry and then lose your whole rhythm and tempo of your own game and let goals in. I get it. You had that Bennett hit last year.
Really messed with his head.
Really messed with his head. Yeah, literally. And
yeah, I guess, eh?
Elbow to the head. Yeah, he was in concussion protocol, right? He did have a concussion from that, and I get it. But at the same time, you have to learn to
stop playing like a child.
You have to control that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, come on, somebody runs you over. Sure, it happened. You don't gotta freak out though. Come on, get real.
It's happened multiple times, but
it doesn't justify it though. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where I lie.
Yeah.
Is does this mean they're going to be looking for a different goalie? I don't necessarily think so.
No.
I think that just in general, there's lots of frustration because, you know what, if he was getting run over and they were winning, it probably wouldn't be as big of a deal.
Yeah, but
right?
they're not winning. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of frustration, a lot of tension in that locker room for some reason right now.
Well, it makes you think how much frustration and tension's in someone like the Ottawa Senators. When they're still able to get out there, they played Edmonton Oilers and they got a couple points on Skinner, but it makes you think how much frustration's in the locker room with Brady Tkachuk missing for 6 to 8 weeks.
Well, yeah, that's a big hit to that organization, right? I mean, big hit to that team, everybody around it, right? Brady Tkachuk is a key factor to that team. But they're still a pretty good team. They're still playing really well.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's just Brady Tkachuk, it helps a lot with the scoring, right?
Do you think they'll have a winning record with him gone?
It'll be close. I think it'll be closer to 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe on the losing side of that, but it'll be pretty close to the 500 record, I think.
Yeah.
But because you still have Tim Stützle. Right?
Yeah, and he's a
Dylan
phenomenal
Cousins.
hockey player.
Yeah. Shane Pinto.
Yeah.
And Linus Ullmark.
Yeah.
He's playing fantastic.
He's playing
goaltending
really
right
good.
now,
Yeah.
Right. He's found his groove again this year. He's played really, really well for him. But yeah, that's a big key piece in the Ottawa Senators lineup is Brady Tkachuk being gone.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he is gone for. I don't know.
I think it was 6 to 8.
6 to 8 weeks.
I heard 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, so he'll be back.
He'll be back before the end of the season
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Or December, something like that. So, yeah, it's they're playing pretty good hockey though too right now.
And it makes you think because like Toronto, Ottawa, Vancouver. How is Vancouver doing? Like,
yeah, Vancouver's been real good. They've dealt
Yeah.
with a lot of injuries and absence lately. With Brock Besser being gone on a personal leave, right?
Yeah.
That's he's been scoring every game for him, and then he's been missing. Been missing a couple of third liners.
Yeah.
And Demko's been playing fantastic.
Yeah.
Like really, really well. So
he's earning his money, eh?
yeah, Pedersen still not good enough.
Still Pedersen.
Still not good enough. Yeah, they came out today saying that they're looking for a top 6 center. They're looking to trade maybe for a top 6 center. Yeah. So we'll see where that goes and what kind of trade they would find in there. But yeah, they're actually playing pretty well. They had a bad loss to Pittsburgh the other night. But like I said, it was they're dealing with a lot of injuries right at the start. So they were what were they like 4-1 on their road trip. So they're doing pretty good. Yeah.
Well, that's good for them.
Yeah.
But you know what? Something that led to that is Pedersen and JT Miller.
Mm-hmm.
That they were creating a toxic environment, similar to what the Leafs are creating right now.
Yeah.
And it led to JT Miller going somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So I just gotta say, for the Leafs, it's like you guys players have to be careful with what they say, because if they keep saying these things, it's gonna drive a divide, and you're not gonna have team chemistry, and it's not a winning team then.
Just look
so
what happened
then
to the Canucks.
Changes are going to happen, whether we like them or not, and so it's like they really have to. It's like the beginning of like this new kind of uprising that we're gonna have, or it's a reckoning, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, with the Vancouver Canucks, it started like midway through the season. Midway through the season, this whole thing kind of like just got really, really bad.
Yeah.
And then once that whole thing started, you seen the Canucks, they were in a playoff spot, they were playing really, really well. And once all that thing started really getting noticed, everything just fell apart. And they just came crashing down, they missed the playoffs. JT Miller got traded. Yeah, it just turmoil in the locker room when you have a couple guys that go against each other and you're not playing as a team can really, really affect it.
Yeah.
Right? You need everybody on the same page and put your differences aside and play as a team, figure it out as a team. And I think that's what Toronto needs to do. But having Stolarz come out and call out his teammates and Berube calling out his lines, which, I mean, it's different for a coach, right? You have to, sometimes it'll spark the guys, right? throw a spark out there. But you can't keep cycling through wingers. You can't keep cycling through wingers.
Yeah, and I disagree though. Like for coaches to call people out like that, I mean, sure it might spark people, but I think most of the time it would probably be the direct opposite of that, right? It's gonna make the player hate the team more. I mean, look what happened in the Babcock days.
Yeah, that too. I guess it's not quite like the old days, right? Where
people are a little more sensitive these days, especially because these
true.
guys aren't older. Like some of them are, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are, between the ages of 18 and maybe 25, right? So could be a little more, a little more soft.
yeah, I guess so. In the day and age, I guess. But yeah, a lot of figuring out to do in Toronto.
Yes.
Right now, and we'll see if they can get it figured out quickly, because otherwise their season might spiral down even farther.
Yeah.
I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they will figure things out.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not going to be top of the league, right? But they'll make the playoffs. And at the end of the day, getting top of the league doesn't work for them anyway. So what difference does it make?
Real question is, will they find a replacement for Marner?
Not this year.
Not this year?
No.
They're just going to go with what they have?
Yep.
They might. They're not going to do anything?
Well, they might build up some other teammates and stuff like that, right? Like I don't think they're going to get another top liner like Marner. So they're going to have to deal with what they have.
Yeah. I think if they don't find their scoring, and they can't find any scoring, even with Austin Matthews, like he's gotten points, right? But if they can't find their scoring and stuff, I think they might make a move sooner than you think. Perhaps like before January, that they might make a move for a top 6 winger.
Yeah.
I think that might happen. I think it will.
Very well could.
Yeah, because if they can't find anybody to step up, which Berube is cycling through everybody right now, can't seem to find anybody that fits, that might happen. I think they will look for a top 6 winger to fill that spot.
And then they'll get that top 6 winger, and it still won't work, and then he'll just be still as frustrated. So, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. That's where I see it going. We'll see what happens in Leafs Nation in the next month or so, but as it's going right now, it's not good, and they need to fix some stuff up really, really quick.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Like, I agree, but it's been 7 games.
It's been 7
games.
games.
7 games.
It's like the...
It's like the whole Matthews going on a cold streak of not scoring in 7 games, and people freaking out saying, "Oh, we need to do this, we need to do that." Then all of a sudden he goes and lights up the next 10 games.
Yeah.
Like it's all statistics. He's still going to get his amount of points this year.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a little bit less, but he's not going to be held pointless, guys. Come on.
No.
So yeah, I think the figuring out will come. I actually appreciate the fact that we're like it's not going as swimmingly. Like, I always hate it when you start out the season like at a 10-game winning streak. It sounds weird, but I prefer it starting off really, really bad and then getting better as the season goes on. And it seems like that's the kind of team we're building right now. So, I mean, we'll see what kind of changes they make. I hope they really don't do anything too rash too quickly. Yeah. But we will see.
Well, Berube seems frustrated already, 7 games in, right?
Yeah.
And when
sorry, go ahead.
When he gets frustrated, he wants to make changes, right? And that's what he did with St. Louis. And he's just that kind of a guy. When he gets frustrated, he wants to make changes. As he's cycling through all these wingers, he can't find what he's looking for.
Yeah.
So, where's his next step? Well, he's going to start looking at trading somebody for somebody that can help that line. But we will see it happen. Like we said, 7 games in, still very early to tell. But there's some turmoil going on in the Leafs locker room as well. So, we'll see what happens.
Yes.
In the next few games. Yes.
Yeah.
Any other further comments?
That's good for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Joseph Wall. They need him back. To help bonify that goaltending a little bit, I think. And once they have him back, no timetable when he's going to be back yet. But I think they're missing him a bit right now as well. to give Stolarz a little bit of a break, which I think he might need. Anyways, see where it goes from there, and that is that. That is all the time we have tonight, though. Thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful evening.
Adios.